Hello everyone, this is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki, and I'm going to make a mutant tier list. And so these are all the mutants, and I'm going to put them in sort of the groups I think are most appropriate, and maybe even subdivide them a little bit by those who I think are the best. So if we're talking the best mutant, it's basically a two champion decision. Oops, got one too many Magnetos, but Magneto's one and a Maker Red's the other. Could go for a Magneto because it just seems a little more useful. Of course, it also depends if his opponents are metal or not. So I'm going to say he's the top mutant champion. I'm going to have a Mega Red right behind him. That's sort of like tied for first almost. A Mega Red's still super amazing. That degen does so much damage, still used in war a lot. A lot of really cool uses for him. And these two mutants I think are by far the best. This is going to be sort of a work in progress, so I may change my mind on some ratings. Sort of in the second group, this is like a big second group. Actually, I'm going to take Archangel. I'm going to put him up with this first group too. Archangel, he's a lot like a Maker Red in that he can just totally shut down a fight, do huge damage, but actually a little more so than a Maker Red, but a little less versatile than a Maker Red. So I think he's just behind a Maker Red. So I think these are the top three mutants. I got another Archangel snuck in here. Okay, he's gone. The next group are really, really good champions. And so this is sort of like amazing, I would say, then excellent, then good, then average, and then fair. Sort of my rating system. I use a 1 through 5 scale. In the 2 scale, let's see, I would say Emma Frost. I know I'm biased, but I think she's amazing. I think she can do so much. I think also in this group right here is Professor X, a really powerful champion. Of course, you have to have Apocalypse. Actually, if I was just rating these, I'd say Apocalypse is probably 1. And let me see who else is in this group. I would say Colossus is in this group. Colossus and Emma, to me, are very similar in the things they can do. Who else? Trying to think if there's another champion I'd put sort of in the second round. I'm going to put Namor just for his interesting, unique ability. And I think that might do it. I can make an argument for Cable potentially, or White Mags, just because this is pre-fight. I might go ahead and move White Mags in there just because his pre-fight is so good and so strong. Cable, could you make an argument for him? Sure. I think his degen does rely on the synergy, but his degen is so good. So I'm thinking this is sort of my second tier of mutants. As far as more fine, oh, of course, Kitty Pryde. Actually, I'm going to move Kitty Pryde. I totally forgot about her. I'm going to move her up to the top tier because she's that amazing. Let's see. Anyone else who deserves to be in this 4th rank? No, I think this is it. In the 3rd rank are really good, awesome champions. I'm going to put Domino in the 3rd rank. I'm going to have Storm Pyramid X, Bishop, and Havoc. I'd probably put Sunspot here as well. And is that going to do it for the second rank? I'm going to have to put Wolverine X23 in here. Good regen. Where does Wolverine go? Wolverine's a little more tricky. He's incredible regen, but he unfortunately sort of runs out of damage really quick in fights. And so that's his only limitation, is that I might be sustainable forever. He just doesn't do much damage. And so against in long fights, I mean, just go on forever. But I'd probably still put him in the 3rd tier because of his regen. Of course, this all changes if you make him a horseman. A lot of these might move up a scale. I gotta think. I almost could move Wolverine upper scale just because his regen is so good. Okay, let's put him up next to Cable for now. I actually might slide Cable down. Okay, so over my 4th tier, these are champions that are fun and usable, but not particularly like strong. And so I'd say Iceman, he used to be amazing, but he's really sort of fallen out of it. You know, Strife can be really cool, big ramp up, just takes a lot of work to ramp him up. It's not very easy. Psylocke can totally shut down the power. Other good average champions, I think Rogue is a very good sort of average champion. And any more of these champions, all these different pools. Goldpool has pretty incredible regen, and I actually use them for the synergy with Nick Fury, and so he's very good. I think there's a lot of other champions we can put in here. Gambit, just because he can he has so much power to get perfect block, and he needs to be a synergy champion. Platinum Pool, Red Pool, the original one. He might be in here. He's good regen. And anyone else I really feel in this. Dr. Sinister or Mr. Sinister? Potentially. I don't quite feel it. So that leaves everyone else for this fifth place. Actually, I put Wolverine Weapon X. To be honest, I don't really know much about him. Actually, he's probably more of a 3, to be honest. And I just know him from watching videos of him. I've never actually played him myself since he's such a specialized champion. Okay, that leads us to the 5, the not so good class. And so, of course, the 2 Cyclops eyes are here. Just never have been that good. Beast, I feel like he needs a buff. No one talks about the Beast buff, but he needs it so bad. The gray Deadpool, the Deadpool X-Force. Jubilee, I want to like her so much, and I try to play her a lot, but I just can't like her. She's just not that good. Sabretooth, he seems like he should be good, but nothing comes together. It's fun in Karina's Challenger, but of course that took the Sasquatch synergy and ramp up. Nightcrawler, annoying defender, jumps around a lot, but really nothing much to him. Of course, Storm is just one of those OG champions that's very simple. Platinum Pool, I have him. I play with him a little bit, but I don't know what to say about him too much. I think he's, again, a champion that belongs in the 5th tier. Old Man Logan, I feel like we could probably elevate him to the 4th tier. A little bit of regen, a little bit of utility, a little bit better if just buff. And I'd say even Mr. Sinister, we can move him over a little bit as well. Let me just slide my entire chart over so there's space for him. I'd probably put him in the 4 range. It's not that fun to play. It's okay as a defender. And yeah, actually, I'd take that back. We'll put him in the 5s. And so there you have it. The top mutants are in the very first row. And then second place, the 2nd tier, all very, very strong, powerful champions. Very, very good. You know, I might actually move Apocalypse up to the 4th tier. He's a 1st tier. He's so good and so powerful. I think he belongs up there. And let's just slide these over now. See if there's any other changes I want to make. There's a lot of arguments for this 3rd group. Like the 2nd and 3rd group, I would say, are very close together. There's not too much difference between the 2 of them. And so I think you could go either way in a lot of arguments. Like you probably put Domino in for red mags or white mags. Storm Pyramid X has a lot of utility. So those 2 rows I'd almost say are pretty equal. And then there's certainly a big jump between the 3rd and 4th row. The 4th row are champions that are playable and fun, but not particularly powerful. And the 5th row are just like champions that I don't know if you would ever use unless you were specifically required to by content. So hope you enjoyed this tier list. I'm going to make an accompanying spreadsheet so you can look at the spreadsheet too, and it'll be attached as a video. And it's fun to make these and just think about the champions and where they fall. And hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll soon be making the other classes in the same type of tier list. Take care, everyone. Bonne journée.